Distance learning may enable students who are unable to attend a traditional school setting. Distance learning may also offer a final opportunity for adolescents that are no longer permitted in the general education population due to behavioral disorders. Criticism. Barriers to effective distance education include obstacles such as domestic distractions and unreliable technology, as well as students program course adequate contact with teachers and support services and a need for more experience. Some students attempt to participate in distance education without proper training. Distance learning students tended to drop out more often than their traditional counterparts due to difficulties in language, time management, and study skills. Not all courses required to complete a degree may be offered online. There is a theoretical problem about the application of traditional teaching method to online courses because online courses may have no upper size limit. Open learning. Open learning is an innovative movement in education that emerged in the 1970s and evolved into field of practice and study. The term refers generally to activities that either enhance learning opportunities within formal education system or broaden learning opportunities beyond formal education system. The term open learning means all things to all men. The term open learning is often confused and used synonymously with the term distance education. Correspondence education. Correspondence education means education where the institution provides instructional material by mail or electronic transmission, including examination to students who are separated from the instructor. Correspondence education is part of distance education in which all the course material are given to the learner via mail or electronic means so that she can master the materials on her own at her own pace. Distance education nowadays means online education with various instructional delivery models, synchronous or asynchronous, using internet or TV. Both models came into being to implement, overcome, or improve the existing brick and mortar instructional model. Difference between formal education and correspondence education. Differences in the delivery method, differences in academic rigor, convenience and flexible factors usage. Package instruction. The search for better ways of educating students at all levels has been one of long standing as the pace of our society and technology increases. Changes also come over more quickly in the field of education. The current vocabulary alone evidence the extent of recent innovations. Team teaching, model scheduling, LGI, computer assisted instruction, DLSS and program instruction. The focus of much of this effort is an attempt to solve the question central to teachers throughout the history of education: how to provide individualized instructions that allow for the differences in students that exist in any classroom. Recent technology and the increased awareness by society of the value of the individuals have created renewed interest and encouraged the development of effective programs for individualization. Team teaching. Team teaching involves a group of instructors working purposefully, regularly, and cooperatively to help a group of students of any age. Teachers together set goals for a course, design a syllabus, prepare individual lesson plans, teach students, and evaluate the results. The team teaching approach allows for more interaction between teachers and students. Faculty evaluate students on their achievement of the learning goals. Students evaluate faculty members on their teaching proficiencies. Several collaborative teaching approaches have proven to be successful to guide educators who work together in co-teaching partnership to differentiate instructor. The approaches include supportive co-teaching, parallel co-teaching, complementary co-teaching, and team teaching. Supportive co-teaching, where the one member of the team takes the lead role and the other member rotates among students to provide support. Parallel co-teaching, where support personnel and the classroom teacher instruct different heterogeneous group of students. Complementary co-teaching, where a member of the co-teaching team does something to supplement or complement the instruction provided by the other member of the team. For example, models, notes, taking on a transparency, paraphrases, or other co-teacher statements. Team teaching, where the members of the team co-teach alongside one another and share responsibility for planning, teaching, and assessing the progress of all students in the class. Advantages of team teaching. Teamwork improves the quality of teaching. Poor teachers can be observed, criticized, and improved by the other team member. The evaluation done by a team of teachers working in teams spread responsibility, encourages creativity, deepens friendship, and builds community among teachers. Teachers complement one another. Students enter into conversation between them as they debate, disagree with premises or conclusions. Disadvantages of team teaching. Team teaching is not always successful. Some teachers are rigid personality type or may be wedded to a single method. Team teaching makes more demand on time and energy. Rethinking the courses to accommodate the team teaching method is often inconvenient. Some students flourish in a highly structured environment. All things being considered, team teaching enhances the quality of learning. In the classroom, students sit around a table with their peers and with the faculty tutor as a guide. There are no lectures, no didactic discourses, and no simple regurgitation of others' conclusions. Instead, ideas are proposed, rebutted, and defended until through discussion and critical arguments the class discerns the meaning of a given text, and more important is veracity or error. The truth is found by way of the conversation, compelling them to think out their arguments in advance and to answer their peers' questions and counter arguments. It sharpens their power of reason, analysis, and articulation. It thus provides them with fundamental skills necessary for success in any discipline or profession. लेक्चर मेथड ऑफ टीचिंग. लेक्चर मेथड में सिंपल टीचर एक्टिव होता है और स्टूडेंट पैसिव होते हैं, जैसे हम क्लास में प्रोवाइड करते हैं लेक्चर मेथड. लेक्चर मेथड ऑफ टीचिंग इज द ओल्डेस्ट teaching method applied in education institutions. This teaching method is one-way channel of communication of information. Advantages of lecture method. In this teaching method, a large amount of the topics can be covered in a single class period. Learning material is not required. Student listening skills developed using this method exclude the using of any equipment or lab. Material is arranged logically in order to present it orally, so learning has a strong influence on method of teaching. Disadvantages of lecture method. Teacher delivers the same lecture to both students without recognizing the individual differences. The Tutoring process is educationally not perfect or recommended for secondary level students. Case method. Case method. The case study teaching method is a highly adoptable style of teaching that involves problem-based learning and promotes the development of analytical skills by presenting content in the format of a narrative accompanied by questions and activities that promote group discussion and solving of complex problems. Case studies facilitate development of the higher level of Bloom's taxonomy of cognitive learning, moving beyond recall of knowledge to analyze, evaluation, and application. This has been reported to increase student motivation to participate in class activities which promotes learning and increases